Oh, I didn't realize I had my mic unmuted. I'm like slowly bringing each service live right now. We're trying something out, chat. But welcome back, chat. If you're tuning back in, hello, welcome. Hello. Okay. Sorry. Like slowly trying to figure this out. Right now that's showing good. TikTok, how we doing? We looking okay? YouTube, we looking okay so far? That looks good. That also looks good. Okay. How are we looking on TikTok? How are we looking? How we looking? I hate this puzzle. I hate this puzzle shit. Son of a bitch. Okay, there we go. Alright, TikTok looks good. YouTube looks good. I think we're good. What's up, Dominique? Hello, hello. Just bear with me for a moment. Just trying to figure out some issues we're having here on the stream, but so far so good. Do I just not stream on Twitch? I just say fuck it and just not stream on Twitch? That might be an option. Is Twitch the issue? Wouldn't make any sense, though. Raul, thank you for the follow. Thank you. That wouldn't make any sense, though, because obviously it's not the same server. How did the shoes run? Huh? What? Kenta, thank you. Thank you for that gift. I appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna try Twitch. We'll try going live on Twitch. Also means I have to get up now. Ah. Saw the thing. Oh, neither. They don't really have a brand because they're my own shoes that I made. You can get them on my merch store, but okay, Twitch is working. I just got an alert on my TikTok that I've never seen before. Chat, we doing okay? Stream looking good? I think we're good. For a change. That's good. It's a little delayed, but it's good. Ugh. trying to find a pair of shoes, but can't wear Adidas. They're too wide. You know, I honestly kind of have the opposite problem, where like I need shoes that are a little bit wider because I have wide feet. So, yeah. All right, stream looks like it's doing good, chat. Looks like we're chilling for once. We'll just have to keep an eye on it. You get him with love of the look. Thank you. Thank you. Hey man, quick question. Are you a real F1 driver? I am. I'm actually Lando Norris. You caught me. This is my secret channel. Alright, chat. Looks like the stream's good. So welcome. Happy to have y'all here. I just realized I had my audio up on my phone, so you probably heard a little bit of an echo there. But yeah, happy to have y'all here. Hope everybody's good. Hope everybody's good. Apologize for the issues yesterday with the stream just not happening. To kind of give some backstory here, like those of you on TikTok may not really know what's going on. To give a little bit of backstory, I went to go stream yesterday, and ultimately the stream said, go fuck yourself. Repeatedly. Just drop frames out the ass, just terrible bit rate, like the whole 9 yards. Everything was terrible. And then, yeah, so then I decided, Soul, what's good? So then I decided to spend my morning trying to fix that. And eventually got it fixed, and everything was good, and all was fine and dandy. But then, yeah, I mean, that took pretty much my entire day to kind of figure that out. So, yeah, so no stream happened yesterday. Yeah, there was no stream yesterday. And to make up for it, I'm not promising anything ahead of time, because God forbid, because we went to start the stream today, and you know, we had some lag. Granted, only on or two platforms, really, but again, not making any promises, but we might do a doubleheader today. We might. I'm not making any promises, but we might do a doubleheader today. But we'll see. We will see. But folks, I'm happy to have you guys here. Happy to have you guys here. Sounds like we might have a doubleheader on your hands. Again, I'm not making that promise. I'm not making that promise, because if I start getting stream issues to where like stuff starts lagging, Pacific Rim, good to see you. Freddie, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, if the stream starts lagging again, or if you know, Hungaroring just doesn't go our way, because that's always a possibility, then yeah, you know, a doubleheader may not happen. But
I better see you all when I get back.
Kirk's good to see you back in here again.
Thank you guys so much for all your hard work.
Ah, Cody, hello. Take it you're no longer meme, right? That's who you were?
Congratulations, guys.
Hungary's the most goated track because it's where all the goats show their true power. That's one way of looking at it. Roman, what's up? What's up? Bagaski? Hello. Hello. Brother has the same Tony Stark art? Yeah, this thing's sick. I don't remember where I got it. Or, sorry, when I got it. I have no idea where it came from. Music happening there. Yeah, I have no idea where it came from. It was a gift from the girlfriend. Christmas gift, maybe? I think. Stroll in Hungary was insane. Also, Stroll in Vegas quality into the Q2. Yeah, that's Stroll. He's got his moments sometimes. Which F1 game is the best heavy rain?
Right,
Thinking it
boss.
feels like
This is the
pouring
time
insanely.
to negotiate with some sponsors. Obviously, revenue is key to our chances in F1, so we need to cut as many big-ticket deals as possible. Now is the time to make it happen.
That's a good question. That's a good question. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Yet, honestly, like, even though F1 2010 wasn't that great of an F1 game, yeah, some of the early ones I feel like did a really good job when it came to that. Truthfully, the best. Oh, I didn't mean to close that up. Truthfully, Edwell, what's good? Truthfully, the best option. I would honestly have to go outside of the F1 games. Like Automobilista 2 is probably like that's the first thing that comes to mind, to be honest with you. Thanks, Jack. I appreciate it. Automobilista 2, AMS 2. Speaking of which, they got some big stuff planned for this year, which I'm very excited for. Can't wait to check all that stuff out. But, ooh, hey, we could pick a different sponsor finally. W. It only took us 3 seasons, but we could finally pick a new primary sponsor. It's an actual miracle. But something tells me I feel like I'd want the extra weekly income. Not that it matters. To be honest, yeah, we'll just stick with it. It's fine. Cause like, not that it matters
Great news, boss.
anymore. Cause we have everything we need. Are the V3 inverted still with it? I love them, man. I love them. Great pedals. Great pedals. Love them. Love them, love them, love them. Well, folks, anywho, welcome back to another episode of our Myteam career mode here. Episode number 61 and potentially 62. We might be doing a doubleheader today. All depends on how this race goes and how the stream goes, to be honest with you. If you missed the last one, which was 2 days ago, if you missed the last one, be sure to go back, check that out. Spa was actually a really entertaining race from beginning to end. You know, obviously some mistakes early in the race, and then obviously we had the DNF and the sprint. But all in all, it was actually a really solid race, and managed to come back towards the end, fight past Charles, and kind of pull away from there. So, yeah, it was actually a really good race for us. Good bounce back race after Silverstone, which we will refuse to talk about. And then, yeah, onwards we go. Hungaroring next. Actually really excited for that. Except not really, because I kind of hate it. And then we got Zandvoort right after that. Reverse Zandvoort, which I will definitely do better at than I did at Silverstone. But, again, Zandvoort may not happen today. It might happen today. It might not. I don't know. It all depends on how the day goes. We might do a doubleheader. We'll see. We'll see. I'm on early enough to where, like, I can make the time for it, kind of deal. But time will tell. Time will tell. Take a look at the standings. As you can see, this is where things stand. Ultimately, because we had the DNF in the sprint, Charles ended up getting 26 points for the weekend, and we only got 25 as Lewis. So ultimately, he gained a point on us. So he's now 83 points ahead. There's still plenty of time to make that time back up, or to make up those points, but I'm going to have to try to be perfect from here on out. Charles has been so consistent all season long. I mean, look at that. He's had one DNF, and that DNF was even kind of, it was like a buggy DNF. Like, I don't think it was truly a DNF. It was because of the chaos that happened at Monaco, and I mean, he didn't even crash or anything. Like, he just stopped, and then it caused him to DNF. I don't know. It was real weird. Real weird. But, yeah, I mean, he's been so consistent all year long. The car's been super reliable for him. You know, I got to bring my A game the rest of the season in order to even potentially win this title with Lewis. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. We're second in the constructors. I think as long as we can continue to keep doing what we're doing, we should be fine. But, yeah, should be good. Should be good. Should be good. Can you please do an online race? No. No. We'll be doing LMU tomorrow. That's online racing. That's online racing. I don't think yeah, it's like literally the only thing I have. Let's check components here, make sure everything's good. Oh shit. Okay. Alright. Onward we go. Can I even do, I can do that. And we'll do that. Also, chat, just want to kind of mention this here at the top of the stream.
I must remind you that we have parts fully researched that are waiting for development.
Oh,
Let's
excuse
get
me.
that performance on the car.
Yeah, I talked about this a little bit. Ratings went down. I think it was at 92. It's interesting. I think I talked about this at the start of the stream a little bit, but some of you may have saw on YouTube. I posted 2 different shorts yesterday. One saying that I think I got everything fixed, and then the other one, which apparently I didn't fully get everything fixed, but then the other one saying that I give up on streaming. Obviously, I appreciate all the kind words that everybody said and everything else. I genuinely do. Like, it means a lot. I didn't actually mean I was giving up on streaming. It's just when you have all these tech issues that I've had over the past, who knows how long at this point, because it really has been an ongoing thing for so long now. Man, it just makes you feel so defeated. And, yeah, so that's where we're at. Also, the guy who told me, I know he's not watching the stream because it's not a name I ever recognized before, but the guy who told me that I should start a project car and go touch some grass. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. That guy was a douche. But yeah, anywho. Don't worry, Jay, I'd watch the stream even in 3 FPS. Well, I appreciate that, Kirks. However, it's not really the FPS that's the issue. It's the fact that it lags all the time. So that's kind of the problem. Side question with Fanatec. Have you ever had problems updating the app or the base? Every so often I do. That's like the one downside to like Fanatec at this point, in my opinion. I feel like their software isn't the greatest. Now, I will say their software is the reason why I'm able to play LMU. Because without the software, the wheel feels like ass, and I can't figure it out. But then all I do is I launch the software, and it feels great. So, yeah. But I do have, like, a software update, and it won't update. So, I have...
Radio check.
I have had some issues.
Radio check.
Better win this, man, or else I'll give you a wet willy. Fuck. Alright, shit. That's a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. Alright, let's see here. So as always, you know, straight line speed, pretty slow around here. So we're gonna go down on this stuff. I know that's not ideal, especially for a track like this. but I need some straight line speed, because everywhere else I feel like the car will be fine. And it's gonna be dry conditions anyways. So really my biggest concern is trying to have some sort of speed down the straights to either defend and or trying to hopefully maybe make some passes if we need to. Oops. We'll see. Extra wet? Oh shit.
Don't push the car just yet. Track is still green. Try to take it easy for the first couple of laps.
Alright. My shorts are digging into my nutsack. Alright, anywho. My overlay's not working. Why? Configured. Should be showing up. I'm batting 1,000. Hey, yo, Soul, chill, bro. Chill. Chill. Alright, let me close that out and try this again. Sorry, chat. No memento. I can't catch a break with this shit, man. Can't catch a break. I really hope, as much as I love this overlay mod, because I do love it. I do love it. I really do hope that whatever HUD they use for F127 is so much better than what's in F125. Because I hate the fucking dial thing. I hate it. I think it's terrible. Trying to light that fire under? Yeah, that's one way of looking at it, I guess. Call a podium bounty for the doubleheader? I'm kind of broke. So truthfully, no. I don't have the money for that. Granted, I don't think he's going to get it anyways, but, like, I'm kind of broke. You want to know how much money I made from TikTok last week? Here's how much money I made from TikTok last week, chat. I made $1.77. And I want to be very clear when I say this. I'm not complaining about that. Like, that's $1.77 that I wasn't expecting. You know what I mean? But, like, I don't make a lot from this shit. So, just so we're clear.
What a way to do it, mate. What a way to win your 7th world title.
Damn, bro. That blows.
It's in there, Lewis. Beautiful work, mate. Excellent drive there.
That blows, man. That sucks. Put up the challenger? Yeah, I ain't doing that either. I ain't doing that either. Alright, try this again. See if it works this time. In theory, it should.
Okay, radio check. Radio check. Radio check.
Kirks, thank you for that, man. Again, when I said I made $1.77, I didn't mean you had to send money to me. All right, I just want to just want to be very clear on that. But thank you, I appreciate it. Although, It's not plus 53 cents. I only get half of that. I only get half of what you send me. TikTok takes the other half. Fun fact. Fun fact. That is why YouTube is the best. Really, Kick would be the best because they only take like 5%. Exactly. All right. Hang on, chat. I gotta. Oh, try restarting this computer. How's the stream doing? Everything's good, right? Like nothing's lagging. Everything's good. Everything looks good. Looks good on my tablet. Phone looks good. Keep peeking over at my other monitor. Looks good over there too. Appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, potentially we'll do a doubleheader. All depends on how this race goes. Hungaroring's long, man. It's a long race. Like, it feels longer than Spa, to be honest with you. Like, it's a long one. It's a long one. Okay. That was weird. It is a long one. Yo, Box, what's good? Good to see you. Good to see you. I love that your name's Box. I just call you Box. I love that. Alright. Got that back up. Let's get this up. Play F125? I do when everything works properly. when everything wants to work, I do play F125. Just waiting to kind of get everything up here. Let's see. Put this up. Do I have a 49-inch screen? No. No. I have a triple monitor set up. This is 27. That's 24, and that's also 24. I have three different monitors, like literally different branded monitors for each one, and they're all different sizes. So I couldn't even really truly use it as like a triple monitor setup if I wanted to. Alright, that's up. Let's get back into the game, hopefully. Hopefully everything's good. Find out. Box. It literally though. Literally. Do you use the helmet you have in the background? No. I'll tell you what, man. If I could figure out a way to get it to fit over my headphones, like maybe I could try to like cut out like an indent inside of it. Although it fits kind of tight, so I don't even think it would really fit even if I did that, because there's not like there's a ton of padding in it, you know. If I could figure out a way to get it to fit over my headphones, I absolutely would. I absolutely would. And like I could use earbuds, but I don't really want to, you know? Ah, fair enough. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want to use an ultra-wide monitor on this setup because of streaming purposes, right? Like, over here, obviously, I have my, what's it called? You know, some of my stream stuff, like, Twitch managers here, and then I got TikTok monitoring there. Over here is where I have my chat and everything else. So, if I use an ultra-wide, I'd have to put a monitor up above, which I'd have to get something to mount up above, and then even on top of that, I'd have to like, I'd have to get another monitor. It's just, yeah, well, actually, I guess I wouldn't have to get another monitor at that point. But anywho, you get my point. You get my point. I think if anything, like, the next thing I do is going to be like a triple screen setup. It sucks that the monitor I use for my gaming purposes, it's a HyperX Armada. It's the name of the model. Phenomenal monitor. Like, it's awesome. Visually, it looks really good. It's, you know, 1440p, 165 hertz, like 1 millisecond response time. Sick monitor. Sick monitor. It's discontinued though. They don't make it anymore. So can't find it anywhere. Otherwise, I would just get 2 more of these, mount them here, find something to mount above this, and then call it a day. But yeah. So anywho, so yeah, the next time I do like a triple, like, or do any sort of upgrades, will probably be to do a triple screen setup at that point. But we'll see. Does F1 make it difficult to play triple screen? I think they do,
All right,
actually.
give me a quick radio check, please. Radio
Funny
check.
Sweet.
Radio check.
This is working. Have you ever met Brad Pitt, Sonny Hayes? Well, I'm him. I am Brad Pitt / Sonny Hayes. Thought everybody knew that. Thought everybody knew that by now. All right, 1 second, chat. Sorry. Okay. Chat, how's the stream? Everything's good? I'm gonna ask that like 17,000 times today. So don't hate me for it. It's just the problem is that when the stream starts lagging, typically I don't see it in my stats. You know what I mean? Everything looks like it's good. All right, cool. Cool. Sweet. Thank you guys. Yeah, typically it what's it called? Doesn't really start, like, I don't see it in my OBS stats. I only see it in words. I don't see it when you guys say it, really. That's the point I'm making. God, I gotta tweak this up again. What's up, Crom? Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay. Let's get on track. Get a little bit of practice in.
Don't push the car just yet. Track is still green. Try to take it easy for the first couple of laps.
Man, this track looks so weird when it's not dark and gloomy. I feel like it rains so often at this track in this game. I mean, in real life too, but what's my favorite karting track? Oh, I got nothing for you on that one, Chief. I mean, there's just so many karting tracks in the world, and I didn't do any of them. I mean, I did karting when I was a kid, but it was in the States, and it was in North Carolina and South Carolina, so that was my extent of karting, you know? Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it. Alright. Well, here we are, chat. Good old Hungaroring. There was a point in time where I actually didn't hate this track. That point in time did exist. As the years have gone on, I've started to like this track less and less. When did I start sim racing? I started really all my life. Like, one of my earliest memories is sitting in front of a TV on my PlayStation 1. And, what's it called? Words. Playing, like, NASCAR 2001. And then my dad, he had some of the Pyrus, like, NASCAR racing games for his computer. I remember playing those. And, yeah, anywho. I've been in sim racing pretty much all my life. I would say I didn't like truly like go full bore into it until like 2020. It's kind of like when I really started like investing into it and putting more time in, playing other stuff like that. Back in the summer of '88? Okay, I'm not that old. I'm not that old. Literally said NASCAR 2001. Sector. Sort of. My one uncle, I used to go over his house a lot when I was a kid, and he had a PS2, and we played some various games there, like NASCAR and whatnot. And he had one of the F1 games. I think it was either like F1 2001, 2002, 2003, like one of those. And I think it was 2002. And back when EA, originally used to make these games. And yeah, we'd go over, sit there and play, and that's really what got me into F1. Was playing that, and then with him, and then I just kind of started watching it, and yeah, the rest is history. The rest is history. I was 6 in '88. The 80s were the best. Dude, the 80s were absolutely, the 80s is absolutely the best decade ever. I could say that, even being a 90s baby. Like, I feel like pop culture-wise, some of the best pop culture, music, TV, movies, some of the best stuff came from the 80s. Plus, you add in like even racing wise, right? Like, I feel like NASCAR was incredible during the 80s. I feel like words. I can't talk. I'm still waking up, chat. I feel like F1 obviously was great during that time. Yeah, true. Yeah, cars in general were just better during that time frame. You're 100% right. Yeah, I mean, the 90s were cool, too. 90s were definitely cool. But, I mean, the 80s are just better. 80s are just better. I'm failing this program. I don't think I've ever failed this program in my life. And my guess is, as always, I have no pace around the Hungaroring. I never do. in comparison to the AI and in comparison to what the game expects of me, I never have any pace around here whatsoever, which sucks. I feel like I'm not terrible around here. I know I'm not the quickest, but I might go for like even less downforce and just try to get like full blown straight line speed out of the car.
Okay, that's the test over, but
I might.
I'm afraid we didn't get what we needed. We're going to have to run it again.
Have I watched all the Cars movies? I have. Great movies. Great movies. You know what's funny? I was thinking about this yesterday. Since I had just all this time just to, you know, sit around and do nothing. I was thinking about this yesterday. When we talk about some of the greatest racing movies of all time, I feel like the Cars movies should be included in that category. Like, I feel like they should be talked about when it comes to that. They had actual ingenuity, and each major car company was coming out with bangers. Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah, it's just a different time, you know? Just a different time. Although I do, like, when we talk about... True. When we talk about cars, though, like, and, like, different eras, I gotta say, for me personally, I gotta go with... I kind of gotta go with, like, 50s, 60s, like... I would say, like, that's my favorite era of vehicles. I was watching a show called 11/22/63. It's also a book. It's a Stephen King book. But I was watching that show not that long ago because they brought it back to Netflix. The show came out in 2016. I had never even heard of it. But the show came out in 2016. And to save the details, again, 11/22/63, so November 22nd of 1963. So the show goes back in time a little bit. And I'm seeing all these different cars, man, and like, dude, cars used to have so much just style to them. Like, I feel like we really have just regressed over the years. I feel like everything nowadays is going for like this, like, futuristic kind of look to it, and it makes all the cars look the same. And I hate it. I hate it. But anywho, those aren't terrible times. I feel like those are decent sector times. Especially being on hards, he was on mediums. That's not bad, I think. Huh. 1963, the year I was born. Really? Really? Okay. Okay. 60s, 70s will always be the best looking cars. I don't know so much about the 70s. I would personally go more 50s, 60s. 70s are up there, but like maybe early 70s. Maybe. I would agree. I think cars made a lot of kids realize that they were car people. That is true. That is true. CGI is probably the biggest thing. Breaks my heart seeing movies nowadays with shit visuals. Yeah, true. True. Yeah, Project, my favorite F1 team is Ferrari. Always has been. Unfortunately, always will be. I don't switch teams. I don't jump teams. I stick with who I support through and through. All right. Do this quali pace here, and then I might do that race strategy program again. I don't know. We'll see. We will see.
Right, the car's ready. Let's get it out there.
My dad left me a 70s Bonneville. It's in Colorado at my sister's. I gotta go get it next month. It's a gem. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love that. What am I playing? This is F125. We're doing the Myteam career mode. Chat, what's something that you guys window shop for? And what I mean by that is like when you're just sitting around and decide to start randomly scrolling the internet for stuff that you want to buy that you either just can't afford or just isn't a practical purchase at the time. What's some stuff that you guys window shop for? Because for me, the thing that I constantly window shop for is upgrades to my sim. Shoes? Yeah, that makes sense. Telescopes. Interesting. Huh. That's kind of cool. Ah, a little wide. I'm gonna be so slow this race. I can already tell. I usually am. I don't know what it is, man. The Hungaroring is just not. It's just not my track. And that wasn't always the case in the past. Like I used to actually be pretty decent around here.
Program over, but that
Weird.
wasn't much help to us, I'm afraid. We need to run it
Weird.
again.
Pine Green Jordan 1s. Wanted a pair since high school. Hell yeah. I respect that. Shopping for a sim right now. P1's calling me tomorrow. Dude, for me, like, gotta be anything except motorcycles and ATVs because the wife knows me too well. That's fair. Dude, for me, like, my biggest thing is, I'm constantly looking for stuff to add to this setup and or, like, replace the setup with. Like, whether if it's replacing the wheel with something nicer, something a little bit more high-end, whether if it's motion sims. I'm constantly looking at motion sims, and I don't mean like the DOF ones that are like a little bit more affordable. I mean like the Red Bull and the McLaren replica, motion sims that are like $120,000. Like that's what I window shop for, knowing damn well I'll never be able to afford one of those. Chat, I don't know what to do about the setup, though. And I mean, like, car setup. Because my pace is so slow. Pace is so slow. I don't really know what to do about it. It's like, do I increase the downforce back up? Just to end up being slow in the straights and just kind of, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm not gonna go all the way back up on it, but let's go like here and here. Let's try that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Could always dream. Never say never. Yeah, I know. I can never. Let me put it to you this way, chat. Excuse me. Regardless if I had. Are you matching socks? That. Well, no. They're matching. They're the same socks. Same matching with the shoes. That on the other hand. If I were to ever have so much money to be able to even afford, $120,000 motion sim, I can never justify spending that much money on it. I can never. Come to PA and plow into the back of the Challenger for you. We'll get you paid, my boy. Thanks, man. Yeah, I don't know. I can never justify it. Never justify it. I think that's ultimately where, my brain goes with that. Just couldn't do it. That's just so much money to spend on technology that I feel like I could exactly. I feel like for that kind of money, I could literally just buy a real car and go out on track multiple times. I could go do multiple track days for that kind of money. You know what I mean? That kind of money, I could go out and try to start an actual racing career. 100%. Like, it'd just be dumb. It'd be so dumb.
What an incredible practice session that was. But the fun...
It'd be so dumb. But again, I don't ever really see myself having that kind of money anyways, so. You never know where life's gonna take you, but I just don't see it. Used to race RX-7 and SCCA? Really? Nice. Batman, what's good? What's going on today? Today, we got some more F125. We're doing the Hungaro ring. Potentially double header. We might do Zandvoort after this. I don't know. I'm not making any promises, but we might. Getting my annual leave payout in 2 weeks. Trying to convince myself not to buy a racing setup. That's fair. I mean, you can always go on the cheaper side, You don't gotta do anything too crazy. Unless you're relying on that money to, like, last you for a while or something like that. Then I guess maybe, yeah, don't do that. Probably get you a good GR4 car? Yeah, probably. I'd imagine. Yeah, I'd go for, like, a Richard Petty driving school experience over a motion sim easily. 100%. I did, I've done a couple, like, track day experiences. One of them, I posted the video on my YouTube channel. You can watch it. It's not the greatest video in the world, I'll be honest with you, but it's a video. And, yeah, one of them was, like, I got to drive a Ferrari 488 Spider, around one of the infield layouts at Pocono Raceway, so that was kind of cool. And then when I was 18, I did a track day experience. It was like the Rusty Wallace experience, like track day experience or something like that, at Charlotte Motor Speedway. That they took you you went around the oval track, and that was pretty cool. That I actually enjoyed that more than I enjoyed the Ferrari one, because that they let us open it up like that. They were like, yeah, hey, like you go as fast as you can. Now, granted, those cars didn't match like stock car, horsepower. Like it wasn't like NASCAR level horsepower. They were modified to go. I think the most that they went was like 145 or something like that. But they let us open it up. Unlike the Ferrari, they didn't really let us open it up much. Like they did, but didn't. So that was, you know. But it was a birthday gift. Still very grateful for said gift. It was a good time, and I get to say I drove a Ferrari. So, what's the background on my name? Like, where'd I come up with my name? I've told this story before, so I'll try to keep it short. It was my first gamer tag, and when I got my first PS3, buddy of mine at the time, he was helping me kind of set it up and whatnot, and he's like, hey, you gotta come up with like an online name. So it was my first ever online console, so he's like, you gotta come up with a name. And he's like, my name comes from a video game, so like, maybe like try to do something like that. At the time, we were really big into this movie called The Longest Yard, with Adam Sandler and Chris Rock, Burt Reynolds. Great movie if you've never seen it, but anywho, we were really big into that movie at the time, and like we would quote it all day long, and yeah, had a great time. Loved watching that movie. Anywho, there's a scene in there where the cons play against the guards, and they have other convicts in the crowd to chant on, to cheer for the convicts. And anywho, one of them is Sinbad, who's a comedian, and he holds up a sign and yells, "I didn't do it." It's where my alert sound comes from. It's yeah. Anywho, that, I don't know why, that just clicked in my brain at that moment in time, so I picked that. And then the 9-7 is just the year I was born. But yeah. Anywho, deciding whether to buy new rims for my actual car or buy his setup for my virtual cars. Which one's gonna give you more fun? That's the question at the end of the day. Can only imagine how 458 is in real life. I mean, it was a great time. It was a great time. I like driving the Ferrari was awesome. I loved it. Again, didn't really get to fully open her up because it had rained like all night the night before, so there was a lot of water just standing on the track that morning. And then so they kind of like delayed a lot of stuff. There's a lot of people there. They kind of delayed a lot of things, and then yeah, we went out, did our thing, but again, they didn't really like let you like truly open it up. They didn't let you try to take a proper racing line. Like, you had to be so far away from the curbs. You had to be so far, like, I couldn't really drive it like I wanted to, essentially. You know what I mean? And I get why, obviously. You got a bunch of people there who, most of whom have never driven any of those cars, and or driven cars with that kind of horsepower, and or driven them to the sense where they're trying to push it to the limit. So I get it. You know what I mean? I totally get it, insurance purposes, and they're fucking expensive cars. So I totally understand why they don't let you open it up. But yeah. So that was kind of the experience there. Favorite thing in your background? Like in my background? The helmet for sure. Definitely the helmet. When you put it like that, Fanatec, here I come. Nah, Kirks, you gotta go Moza, man. Gotta go Moza. Definitely better. All airplanes for you after that? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Tell me you're a fucking professional. Now pull up. Alright, let's get into quali. It was a great time though. I did enjoy it, and at the end of it, like I even said it to the instructor in the car. I even said it to him at the end. I was like, I'm like, dude, like, as fun as this was, and as great as it felt, you could tell, like, as you're driving the car, you could tell the car just had so much more speed. Like, I could tell I'm going around, and I'm like, man, this car could do so much more, and it felt great.
Okay, radio check.
It felt
radio
great.
check.
Radio check.
I'll just buy rims when the mod paycheck hits. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Look over at the instructor and says, "Welcome to the danger zone, baby." The problem is that the instructor, at any given time, could shut down the car. Like, he had his own controls on his side of the car to be able to essentially stop the car. if you know, if I got out of hand or wasn't listening to him or anything like that. Plus, if at any point, if you drove over the curbs and or like went off track or anything like that, and even if there was no damage to the car, you had to pay $1,000 deductible, which is just crazy. I mean, again, I get it, but you know, obviously, I wasn't taking that chance. Have you seen Tom's setup? Oh yeah, yeah, I've seen his setup. It's sick. Yeah, he's got a sick setup. He's a hell of a streamer, too. He's definitely a very good content creator, that's for sure. What if he needs a kill switch for my traffic? So if you accidentally went over the curves, you gotta pay a ban? Yes. Yeah. Dude, it was crazy. Crazy. Alright, chat, here we go. Here we go. Let's see how we get on here. I don't have high hopes. Don't get on the curve there. Slow there. Okay. That's not horrible. It's not great, but it's not horrible. She says, what's the speed limit? I say the speedo goes to 160. True. That is the limit of the car. Ironic, considering she's the one who wrecked my truck. That's funny. Played F125 after a few years, and I see what you mean. It's hard to control. Dude, yeah, F125 is not good. It is not good. It's a bad game. It is a bad game. That's why you'll never see me go back to that game. It'll never happen. All right, let's see where we kind of have ourselves once everybody puts in a lap. We're P7 right now. 8 and P2. Kind of a shock. So we're about a second off the pace. I mean, our sector 1 time's good. It's really sector 2, kind of sector 3, but really sector 2 is where. Granted, I made a couple mistakes there. I know I could get the pace up a little bit. I don't think I can make up 6/10 though, to be honest with you. I just don't think I have that in me. But we should be good enough to get through. So, not too worried. Should though? No, I'm good, man. I'm good. You put sandpaper on your pedals? Why would I do that? Why the hell would I do that? I could never get into NASCAR. I tried. I failed. It's okay. The racing is so much more than left. Yeah, I mean, it is. Yeah, the racing is definitely a lot more than just turn left, which I don't think many people realize when, you know, when it comes to oval racing. But I love oval racing I really do. I love oval racing. But I don't love the NASCAR games as of late. Unfortunately. Grip? No. Batman, that's not sandpaper. That's grip tape. That's what that is. That's not sandpaper. Sandpaper would literally wear out my shoes. I'd be sitting here with my socks and I'd have no socks on, you know? By the time all is said and done.
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Radio check.
Alright. Let's get out. Let's go do another lap. Yeah, oval racing, again, I think that's something that, like, a lot of people don't really realize. Like, you know, you look at, like, what's a good example of, like, a long, sweeping corner? Oh, look at, like, Silverstone. Like, going into, like, Sterling and Brooklyn. It's like, it's kind of like that. Like, where you kind of just, like, you gotta wait. You gotta let the car roll and wait to get into the throttle to hit the right apex. That's oval racing in a nutshell. Like, it's constantly that. And it's so easy to just lose complete focus when doing oval racing.
Ready to go, so let's get the car out to the track.
Because after a while, yeah, you find that rhythm, and you get into such a rhythm where once that happens, like, again, sometimes you just blank out, and that happens. A lot of, like, tire management involved, and yeah, there's a lot to oval racing that people don't realize. Hungary's a pretty bad circuit. Yeah, I don't love it. I don't love it. Yeah, Zandvoort has a couple of those corners that are like that. Not a ton, but like it has sweeping turns, but like not where you let the car roll kind of deal. Zandvoort, for the most part, you can, once you brake, you just get right back into the throttle. I don't know why people seem to think it's just. Sorry, I'm like staring at chat mid-corner. That's a terrible idea. I think you just steer left and hold the accelerator down and win. Yeah, exactly. Like it's not like that at all. Oh, absolutely, Batman. Absolutely. Things are quite enjoyable at Zandvoort, but overall pretty weird. Yeah, I mean, like I like Zandvoort. That's not really the point we were making, but no, I like Zandvoort a lot. I think it's actually a really fun track. Yeah, right. Like in terms of banking, sure. Like you can compare it in that regard. I just kind of meant more in like the overall driving style. That's kind of what I was getting at. All right, this is actually kind of slow start to the lap. See if I can lock in here a little bit. Nope, got on the curb. Got on the curb. Turned in a little too soon. It's dead. What racing game would you suggest for mobile? Oh, don't ask me. I don't do mobile racing. I have no idea what's good out there in that department. You think they curved the display around the Halo on purpose? The guy who made the Halo, like the mod? Yeah, I would assume so. I would assume so.
Okay, we've
That
dropped
way it
into
kind of
P14
flows
now.
nicely with the rest of it. All right, let's try this again, chat. damn it.
Wow, that was a heck of an impact. Let me know
I knew
you're
it right
okay.
away. I knew it right away. I knew the moment I turned in. I knew right here. I was in such a bad spot. I need to be like over here more. I need to be more to the right. And by the time I had realized that, I kind of like started to move to the right. But then I realized the corner's right there. So I quickly turned it back left and tried to just rip it in there. And made such a rookie mistake. That was pretty bad on my part. That was pretty bad. Try this again. Ugh, never happened. That's better. Oh my god, I'm really fighting the back end there.
We've dropped to P11.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Ask a lot of questions. No, you're good, Batman. You're good. Horrible lap, by the way, chat. Absolutely horrible. In so many aspects. In so many aspects, that was terrible. But whatever. What's life without a crash here and there? Amen to that. Amen to that. Although I have them a little too often. Can you explain short shifting better for me? I tried F125 for the first time the other day, and holy shit, am I fighting the rear end? So, the idea behind short shifting is, I mean, one, you want to try to ease your way into the throttle, right? Like, when you're getting, you know, to that apex of the corner and you're coming out of the corner exit, you want to try to ease your way in, especially if we're talking about some of the lower gear corners, right? Like the corners where you're coming out in first, second, third, even fourth gear. Like, you want to ease your way back into the throttle and go from there. If you're stopping it coming out of the corner, then one, either you're going to have to short shift a lot, or two, that's going to obviously cause you to just light up the rear end. Short shifting, in layman's terms, really just kind of what it means is, instead of letting your RPMs get to the max, you know, to where you would normally shift up, you're shifting up at like half of that, right? Sometimes even less than half, like a quarter of the way up. You're shifting up to the next gear. It allows the rear end to be more stable because there's not as much torque going to the rear end at that point. And again, it allows the car to, man, just overall just be easier to control at that point. That's what short shifting is. This is random, but I miss the old NASCAR. I also miss old NASCAR. I also miss old NASCAR. I really miss like the Gen 4 era of NASCAR.
Okay, when you're ready, let's go.
Thank you, Grom. I have my moments. Too many rules? I don't think that there's too many. I mean, yes and no. I think really the big problem with NASCAR nowadays, honestly, is the stage racing. The playoff format was also terrible too, but like the fact that they have mandatory cautions during the races is awful.
And we've dropped to P12.
But I'm literally staring at shit. Jesus Christ. Lock it in. I do. Yeah, exactly, Ken. Exactly.
2 minutes remaining in the session. We need a good lap here or we're out of qualifying. Come on.
Yeah, so it's not like learning what gear you should be in. I mean, that's just kind of practice, you know. That just kind of comes with time. Let's see if maybe I can get Aiden a tow here. Unless he stays parked up for Ajar. No? Okay. Yeah, short shifting is like the opposite end of that. It's like when like you're coming out of the corner, not so much going into the corner. Did he stop mid-race? No, not in the race. This is quali. This is qualifying. He was just trying to let me go by because that's what the AI do. It's kind of weird.
Okay, we've been pushed down to P12.
All right. Not a bad lap. Oh, Aiden's only P9 though. Not a bad lap. Well, we both got through. Nice. Take that. We'll take that. Depends on the corner and speed. Exactly. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Glad to see you streaming again, man. You're kind of becoming part of my morning routine.
Okay,
Hey, I appreciate
radio
you,
check.
Rob.
Radio
Thank you.
check.
Thank you.
Radio
I
check.
appreciate you. I'm glad to be streaming again because you're here. You're breathtaking. What's your opinion on the whole ID to figure if you're 18 on the internet? Batman, we don't have that in the States. It's not a thing here. So, I honestly couldn't tell you. I honestly couldn't tell you at that point. I mean, my thoughts on it are,
Complete.
I mean,
Everyone
it's
be aware,
potentially a
we've
good
got
thing,
cars in
you
the
know,
garage.
if it works out the way they expect it to. But obviously, there's always the risk of like, even without that, there's always the risk of like identity theft and stuff like that. Oh, excuse me. If it was passed, what would be your opinion? I'm 28 years old. I'm about to be 29. It doesn't matter to me. That's honestly my opinion on it. It means nothing to me. It means nothing to me. Ultimately, again, I think in theory, like on paper, it's a good idea, but again, the fact that you'd have to input like the fact that you would have to sit there and input your like your own like ID info out there on the internet, it'd have to be a very secure connection, and even then you're still running the risk of, you know, that info getting out there, somebody getting a hold of it, and everything else. So that's the only thing I don't love about that, but again, for me, Wouldn't be a problem. You're a young lad? Yeah, I don't feel it sometimes, but overall, yeah. Callie's been a 113.7. Quick. Went a little deep there. Max at a 113.3. Almost lost the back end. Charles at a 112.9. That's really quick. Alright, to the line. We did a 114.3. My god. I don't think we're gonna win this race, chat. Yeah, this track sucks for me too, honestly. I hate it here. I'm never good around here. At least not in this game. Or in last year's game. I don't even think I was good in F123 either. But it is what it is. Now, granted, that was a used set of tires, so should be able to make up some time, as long as I don't make too many mistakes. We're still fast as, I mean, quickest in Sector 1. I'll take that. But a whole second difference in Sector 2. And 5/10 off in Sector 3. Granted, it wasn't the greatest Sector 2 and Sector 3, so I mean, you know, that's a part of it for sure. It's definitely a part of it, but let's see. No, F123 was actually a solid game. Yeah, F123 was actually a solid game. The only problem with F123, the game felt good. The problem with F123 is they had to spend so much time trying to fix all the issues that F122 had, that it ultimately they didn't come out with any new features at that point. You know what I mean? Like it was like, okay, well, here's our game. All the things that we kind of screwed up with in F122. All right, well now it's a thing in F123, but. Stay over here. I think Max is doing a flying lap. Yeah. But at the end of the day, Myteam mode didn't get any changes. Driver career mode didn't get any changes. It was the same game, you know? F122 is arguably the worst F1 game of all time. That game was pretty bad. The AI sucked. The physics of the game was terrible. Yeah, it was not a good game. Not a good game at all. Oh, should we go by here? Oh, that's sick, Crump. That's pretty sick. To be fair, I only stream so often right now because of the way my job works, you know. In about 2 months' time, that won't be the case anymore. 25 is your first F1 game? Yeah, I would definitely say you're lucky at that point. Ah, a little deep. Little deep there. Not a good first sector, unfortunately. Just don't have the pace.
Way too late, guys.
Way too late. Who said we went out way too late? I guess Lewis is mad.
Goodbye for now, then.
Yeah,
but
we're
just getting
man,
started.
I suck around here.
Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Hey, Kirks. Hey, Kirks. Look who's P3. The Colapinto bet is not happening. All right, I'm too broke. I can't say yes to that. I don't have the money for that. But chat, yeah. So P8. I don't expect us to do well, but I mean, based off the gaps there, we might be able to have the race pace. Typically, my race pace is better than my quality pace, so like we might be able to have the race pace to get up to P3. I don't think we're catching the McLarens, but we might get there. Aiden P4. That's awesome for him. Wow, 2 days ago it was 15. Now it's 0. I'm getting scammed, bro. The 15 gifted would have been on YouTube anyways. So you're not even benefiting from it anyways. You don't even benefit from it. Alright, chat, 70 laps. Could have taken the credit. Yeah, I guess that's fair. 70 laps. I gotta use the bathroom real quick. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna load this in. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I didn't do it! Appreciate y'all being here. Is the stream okay? Everything's good, right? Everything looks good. Everything looks good. I haven't seen any issues on my end, so it's like we're good. See you and study all. Bet. Good? Cool. Sweet. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Thanks for being here. Adrian, hello. Hello. It's always, I love seeing you say hello. Also, God Hero, thank you for the follow on Twitch. I realize, I don't know, did you guys hear the alert go off? I did not hear an alert go off. So that's awesome. Glad that's still an issue. So that's my next thing to try to figure out. But God Hero, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. I appreciate it. Stream's good? Cool. All right, I'm going to load this in. You heard it? Okay, I didn't. So I'm going to have to figure that one out. Yeah, anywho. I'll be back.
It's race day in Budapest as we get ready for another round of Formula One action. We're not expecting too many retirements at this circuit. There are plenty of current and former drivers with flawless finish rates here. In particular, Ralf Schumacher, who made it across the line in all 10 of his Hungarian Grand Prix starts. We're northeast of Budapest for today's race at the 2.7-mile Hungaroring circuit. 14 corners here, 8 to the right and 6 to the left, on a track where downforce is king and passing is notoriously difficult. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Colapinto, Jackson, Mayer, and Piastri, Behrman, Hamilton, Gasly, and Gabriel Bortoleto, Norris, Albon, Carlos Sainz, and Antonelli, Hadjar, Doohan, Zach O'Sullivan, and Nico Hulkenberg. Lawson, Maloney, Aaron, and Tim Tramnitz rounds off the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And joining me in the commentary box this afternoon, the First Lady of World Motorsports, Naomi Schiff. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence before I got into the kart. And then I stepped up to cars and had a specific set of fireproof base layers just for race day. So watch the drivers when they're on the grid. Some may be sitting on the floor and isolating, others may be up to other things that they do. But these little things really help their minds get ready for the race.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
With this being a high downforce circuit, we're not going to have quite the same top speed we have at other tracks. The good news is, though, it's going to make our DRS even more effective than normal. So try to make the most of it during the race and quali if you can.
I'm back. Adrian, I'm good. I'm good. How are you? It's good to see you. Go and change your socks. My socks are good, man. Socks are good. What are you talking about? They match. They're the same socks. Is that the infamous bag sandwich? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Do you want me to destroy your eardrums? I'm more than willing to do it. I'm more than willing to do it. Alright, let's see here. Kind of want to do softs at the end here, chat. Low key. Like a little longer on the mediums. Kind of like that. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Dude, you had me second guessing myself. Not again? Alright. Yum. I don't understand why Uncrustables are so good. I don't get it. Because all it is just a fucking peanut butter sandwich. You know what I mean? Peanut butter and jam, jelly, depending on which one you get. I don't get it. I don't get it. What I do get, though, this is the breakfast of champions right here, chat. Yum. Downside is the peanut butter just like kind of just gets stuck in your mouth. PB&Js are kind of goated, low key. Vegemite on toast clears? You're crazy. Vegemite is the most disgusting thing I've ever eaten in my life. I realize that's an outside the US thing, and thank God, because my lord, that's just disgusting. Secret to a good PB&J is mix the jelly and peanut butter in a bowl and then spread. I like the way you think. Still got peanut butter stuck in my mouth. It's in our DNA to enjoy it, I guess. I guess that's one way of looking at it. Alright, sorry chat, give me one quick second here. Alright. Strawberry jam? I do love me some strawberry jam. That's what that was. That was peanut butter and strawberry jam. Yeah, Vegemite is, it's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. I don't know how anybody does that shit. Don't know how anybody does it. Apple is also, yeah, Apple Jam is really good. I also like raspberry jam too. Time and place so we can tickle it. Oh, alright, chat. We're starting P8. Again, I think we could have some decent race pace. Like, obviously, where we lack pace, primarily the second, third sectors, where obviously we kind of got to try to keep it close. We don't have a ton of straight line speed, but our first sector seemingly ended up being like our best sector consistently there, both in practice and in quality. So. Kind of see how things go here. See how things go.
Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed.
All right.
Ready with the clutch.
Here we go, chat. 5 red lights, and we're off for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Got a decent amount of wheel spin there at the start. Didn't love that. Try to send it down the inside here. A couple different cars. And just like that, up to P5. Nice and clean, we'll take it. Crucially, Charles is actually P2 right now. Kind of huge for us. Hopefully Max can have some really good race pace this race. Keep Charles at bay. And hopefully these two in front of me can actually keep with Charles. Hopefully they don't battle each other too much. Oh, Aiden, save it!
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
Alright, chat, welcome to the Hungaroring, where we're all going to drive in a straight line for the next 68 laps. Charles is pulling away from Franco. I need Franco to stay with Charles. It won't necessarily help us, but I mean, my hope is that if he can stay within DRS, these two don't battle in front of us, and then ideally they can catch Charles, but Franco was outside the DRS range there. Now they're going to battle. Aiden should get him. I'm going to send it on Franco. Okay.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
Now I need Aiden to just open things up here. And then we just got to stay within DRS range. I went deep. I went deep. No. Shit. It slide around a lot. Alright, we stayed within DRS. That's good. And we actually pulled away a little bit behind. I think Piastri sent it on Franco. That's kind of what helped us there. I need Aiden to close this gap. Sector 1's quick. Just terrible everywhere else. Morning, Ro. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, I might have lost DRS. Deep. Pushing hard. Pushing hard, and I got no battery to defend. I think I kind of got OBS fixed. Sort of. Not really, because we did have some issues this morning, but stream's been good so far, so. Shit. Yeah, stream's been good so far, so. Kind of got it fixed, kind of not.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
That's a corner cut. Made a bowl of cereal? Hell yeah. What kind of cereal? Stayed ahead. Didn't really lose too much time to Aiden there either, which is nice. Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Hell yeah. I'm not really a cereal person, but if I had to pick a favorite, that's by far my favorite.
lap to the car in front, 1.7 seconds.
Let's see if we can defend again here. Gonna have to. This is what sucks about this track. It's just somehow purple sector 3. I mean, this is what sucks about this track. It's impossible to overtake. It's like literally impossible. Some clean driving. Thank you, Duck. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, so far so good. So far so good. This whole whole team's top 5? Yeah, true. That's true. Yeah, Aiden in a podium spot. I'm happy with that. Happy with that. It's not usually the case for him. Right now, I'm holding off Piastri behind. So the problem is that I need to finish ahead of Charles like every race the rest of the way if I want to win this title. Small snap at the rear end there. Laps is insane. Yeah, this is tough. And what's crazy is we might actually do Zandvoort right after this, too. It depends on how I feel after the end of this race, because I know the laps themselves, like, really aren't that long of laps, but man, they feel long. They certainly feel long around here. Catching back up to Aiden. I think we're kind of matching Charles's lap times. So that's good. We'll take that. We will take that. Purple sector 1. Team orders. Dude, they really should add something like that into the game. I know they kind of did it for the driver career, but like even that, it's really just you giving up a spot rather than the other way around. And even then, it's like sometimes they ask you to give up a spot when really you shouldn't have to. But I mean, I guess that's kind of realistic. Rear engine to Jackson incoming? Nah, we'll be good. We'll be good. Oh my god, dude. Aiden has been sliding around so much. Probably how I'm catching him. He's probably burning through his tires. Alright, we got past Aiden. Unfortunately... Oh, did he stay ahead of Piastri? Oh my god, they're still side by side. I was gonna say, unfortunately, he got passed by Oscar, but yeah, it looks like he just managed to stay ahead. Alright, let's see if we can hunt down Charles. see if we can do it. Hold it on the brake there. Hate ads so much. I mean, hey, I hate them too, but listen. I gotta make money somehow, you know? But I get it. I get it. Can't say I blame you. Back, what did I miss? We're up to P3. We're up to P3. We might actually have like some pretty decent long-term pace by the looks of things. We'll see. Oh, I went a little deep there. Colapinto, I think he fell back to 6th. That was last I saw.
Okay,
I don't know where he is now.
3.8 seconds.
He kind of had like a train of cars following behind him. Lost a little time on this lap. I mean, you enjoy that cereal. Yeah, she got a really good run on me this time. Get out, break him. Stay ahead. Yep, we're good. We are good. Fortunately, I'm losing time to Charles and Max. It's funny, as soon as I said we might have some good, like, long-term pace, I started losing time. Granted, I made some mistakes, but... No. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. You guys didn't see shit. I got out a little wide. Such a terrible mistake on my part there, but it never happened. You didn't see it.
The car ahead is a second a lap faster than you.
Exactly. Yeah, see, you got it. You got it. This is why I pay the big bucks. Drive with 1 foot, bro. Be realistic. Driving with 2 feet is more realistic than driving with 1.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's
What?
looking good.
Max Verstappen. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Alright, yeah, my times are kind of falling off the cliff here. Crazy. I had what seemed like good pace, and then just out of nowhere, it just no longer existed. Honeycombs now. Those aren't bad. Those aren't bad. They're okay. A decent cereal. Begins to feel so boring without F1. I kind of feel that. Oh no. I completely missed the corner there. Chose the wrong time to reach at. But yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Soon though. Soon. Maybe it's because it's no Eagles football? Yeah, that's fair. It's fair. See, I'm a Patriots fan, so I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Well, you know I'm an F1 editor? No, I didn't know that. That's cool though. If only RAM was cheaper. We got in this whole conversation the other day on stream. It's insane, man. It's insane. Insane the cost of RAM right now. Really just the cost of everything as a whole, but yeah, RAM especially. 16 gigs of DDR5 is $1,000. All just because people want to say, hey Grok, is this true? Like, come on, man. Oh, I lost DRS. That sucks. I honestly think AI is a can of worms humans should have left alone. AI has its place in society. I will say, like, not all AI is bad. There are some things about AI that are actually really good. But when you're using it to try to create, you know, especially anything that involves generating images, videos, like when it has to do creative thinking, that's where AI is bad, and that's what you see the majority of AI being used for, especially online. You know, it's like, hey, create this image, or like, oh, you know, Google Genie just made this game, and like, you know, whatever, right? And that's because AI doesn't create. It just, all it is just taking stuff that already exists and essentially it adds a filter to it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's really all it is. And that's what sucks about AI. But unfortunately, you have those people.
The McLaren drivers just
Oh
moved
no,
into
Charles
first
just
place.
caught Max. No! Anyway. That's not what I wanted to see. Yeah, like, AI, it's just... AI is an analytical tool. Like, that's really what it should be used for, you know? Help with small, mundane tasks that are very time-consuming, that simply just takes, you know, again, that's like working on like a spreadsheet or something like that. You know what I mean? But also, AI is not perfect either, you know? And I think a lot of people, especially the, you know, we'll call them the AI bros that are like obsessed with AI, a lot of people just don't see that for some reason. It's weird. It's very strange, but again, I'm not against AI. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing, but the slop is the stuff that I obviously don't like. Being used to make pictures, videos, and music, like half the internet's just AI slop now. That's true. It has ruined like the internet experience. Although, let's be real, the internet experience has been ruined for quite some time now. But yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, it should just be used to try to streamline processes. 100%. 100%. 100%. Yeah, honestly, it needs to be shut down. I think it needs to be regulated a little bit more. I don't think it needs to be shut down. I think it just needs to be regulated a bit more. And I think, like, you see so many companies, like, again, using it for, like, video creation and things like that. And, like, that's a problem. That's a problem. Like, because it's not good. It's not good. But then, you have those people who are just obsessed with AI and feel like it is good, you know? That's where the problem
gap to
lies.
the car in front, 3.4 seconds. Car in front is a second
100%.
lap faster, 1 second.
Yeah, there are definitely things out there that AI should have no involvement in. Again, video creation, you know, Photoshop, you know, graphic design, things like that. AI serves no purpose, in my opinion, because it looks like shit. Serves no purpose. And I know, like, the argument that some people make is that AI will improve and it'll continue to get better. But is that a good thing? In my opinion, it's not. Obviously, you're taking jobs away from people. And then on top of that, AI can never truly create because it doesn't have the human emotion side of things. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, again, are you truly getting the best possible experience out of it? As a consumer and or as a creator? No. And that's where the problem lies. My lap times have fallen off of a cliff.
Okay, no issues.
Tire wear's not bad,
wear
though.
for now. Keep taking care of them.
Number's not bad at all. Maybe I'm just bad. AI just recycles? 100%. 100%. That's all it is. It's just taking shit that already exists, puts a filter over it, and calls it a day. That's all it does.
Okay, Okay, gap to the
How did I
car
sign
ahead,
Lewis?
4.6 seconds.
He was available as a free agent. He was available as a free agent in season 2. So, decided to sit down with him, talk with him, and yeah, that was that. Had to pay him a decent amount of money, but I'd say so far it was worth every penny. I'm getting the times to come back down a little bit. Like, we're actually pulling away from Aiden here. No! And then I did that. And then I do that. I didn't even feel the back end go there. Never felt it. It just went. It just went. Except it didn't. You guys didn't see anything. That's how I felt it. Appreciate everybody tuning in, by the way. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully the stream's still good. Looks like it's good. Looks like we haven't really had any issues. So, thanks for being here. Hope you guys are enjoying it. It's been a fairly boring race so far, but it's the Hungaroring, so that's usually how that goes. That's usually how that goes. This has also been a terrible lap, so hopefully I can kind of clean it back up.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 5.4
Start closing that gap up again. Max is coming into the pits. This is right around the time that I think our default strategy said to pit. And Max is doing a little bit of an undercut on his teammate.
We're approaching the pit window, and you're going to be on mediums.
Random person just tried beefing with me? Yeah, welcome to the internet. Welcome to the internet. But yeah, chat, let's keep it nice, keep it friendly. We're all here for good times, good vibes. Like drifted into the corner there. Now again, on this stop, we're going a little long here. On this stint, rather, not stop. We're going a little long. It seems like guys in front of us are, too.
The car ahead's starting to create a gap. They're just starting to pull away from us now.
I think we're pitting next lap, I believe, chat. I think. Obviously, the undercut typically fairly strong in this game, regardless of what track you're at. Depending on where you come out after you pit. My hope is that the guys at the end end up going on the hards. Hopefully we just have really good pace on the softs. Oh boy. That was close. I wonder, is Charles and Oscar going to try to do a one-stop,
Okay,
maybe?
the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap.
You can definitely try a one-stop around here. I don't think it's the best strat to do, but...
Red Bull driver ahead. And the time last lap, 1:19.3. Okay, Piastri just ahead. Push hard, push hard. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 5.5 seconds. They're on old mediums. Okay, they've done 25 laps on their tyres. We think they've got one more stop. All right, you're falling back by 1/10 a lap.
They are doing a one-stop. All these guys that are running along on meetings are going to do the one-stop. Myself and Max are doing a two-stop. Let's see if this works in our favor.
Okay, remember to pit this lap.
My rears are definitely gone, I can tell you that. Wait, did I get it? I think I sped. I'm not sure. Oh no, we good. We're good. We got it just in time. We wouldn't have sped. Just throwing it out there. We got it just in time. That was close. That was close. There we go.
Okay,
Good
let's
stop,
go now.
boys.
Come on. That was a fantastic stop.
All right, let's see where we
Faster
come
than
out.
expecting. All right, we'll be doing one more stop
perfect.
today. One stop left in this strategy.
Perfect. No traffic whatsoever. Love that. All right, let's see how we do. See how we do here in the second set. Gotta get the tires up to temp.
Okay, this isn't our true position. They haven't yet pitted and they're on a one-stopper. So don't waste time fighting because they should be coming in soon.
I mean, Mark, I kind of got to catch them first before I start to worry about that. Now, we're not going as long on this second stint here. The idea was to kind of try to do a little bit of an undercut, but if the guys ahead are all doing the one stop, then obviously that kind of changes things a little bit. Which track is this? This is the Hungaro Ring. Try to get Verstappen if he ends up a free agent.
Just focus on the driving.
I'm pretty happy with the lineup I have, to be honest. Pretty happy with the lineup that I have, and plus on top of that, I don't even know if I'm going to continue this career mode after this season. Especially with like the DLC coming out in what's rumored to be April. Yeah, with the DLC coming out in potentially April, it's like, Jesus, I'm all over the track right now. It's like, do I want to continue to invest time into this? You know? Because ultimately, when the DLC comes out, like obviously we're just gonna start a new career mode at that point. They send you home? Oh no, I didn't even have to go. Yeah, I didn't even have to go. Yeah, thankfully. Didn't even have to go, which was nice. Like slowly catching. Not really putting in the greatest laps, but we're slowly getting there. Max just did a 1:17.3.
Gap to your teammate ahead, 13.2 seconds.
Makes me feel a little better. Are you hungry for the win? That's the goal.
Pulling out a second a lap on the car
That's the
behind.
goal.
Really good stuff.
But I don't think I got the pace for it. I don't think I got the pace for it. Catching. We are catching guys ahead, so I mean that's good at least. Catching by a good margin too. Actually a pretty decent lap. Really, the question at the end of the day kind of comes down to when are all these cars that are doing the one stop, when are they going to pit? That's really the big question. Because if they pit around a similar time as when we go to do our second stop, then I think ultimately we'll have the advantage. Depending on what tire they go on to. I'd imagine cards, but we'll see. Gaining about a second in this last sector alone. That's good.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 4.4 seconds.
A little bit of traffic ahead too that I gotta worry about. Alright. We're still catching. Still catching. Putting in some consistent times. Which is good too. Yeah, there's Callie just ahead of us.
We're
Hopefully these back
increasing our
markers
gap
don't
on the car behind
hold us
by
up at
around
all.
a second a lap.
Alright, not bad. Not bad. I passed them fairly clean. Aiden's coming in now. And it looks like Aiden's also doing the one stop.
Aiden's in the pits. Aiden
Gasher's in the pits. Leclerc's in the pits. We jumped Leclerc. That's good. That's good. Now again, doing the one stop, so something I gotta keep in mind here. Max is so far ahead. Max and I are on the same strategy. Everybody else is doing this one stop. But really, my concern is Charles. See what kind of pace he has on the hards here early. Banana Leclerc, exactly. Exactly. Oh. Once again, chat, appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Glad the stream's doing all right. Glad we're not having any tech issues. Knock on wood. We're pretty much just at the halfway point of this race, so depending on how I feel at the end of this race, so far I'm okay. But depending on how I feel at the end of this race, we might do Zandvoort next. And Zandvoort reverse, by the way. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright, on a somewhat positive note.
Still looking good.
Quality dropped for a few seconds, but it's good now. Okay. Yeah, just kind of keep me posted, chat, if the stream's having any issues at all. 'Cause everything's good on my end, but a lot of times everything will be good on my end, and then it's actually not good. So, just kind of let me know. But, anywho, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, good news is we're mostly matching Max's time as well as Charles' time behind. Just gotta hope we don't get to a point where I burn through these tires and then Charles catches us at a pretty rapid rate. This has been a kind of terrible lap. That's I was saying, this has been a kind of terrible lap. Don't we kind of go through and clean up the next one. I was just going to say how smooth you are. See, that you can never give me a compliment as a driver. You give me a compliment as a driver, that's the moment I make a mistake. So the fact that you even thought it means that that was all your fault. No, we were actually running really smooth. I took a little bit too much speed into that corner. Just carried a little bit too much. Thanks, Ken. Appreciate it. Alright, that lap was better. That lap was better. We'll see if we can continue to keep things going here. Yeah, tires are still good. I feel the grip starting to go away just that little bit. Ever so slightly. Somehow my phone goes to higher quality than my console? Are you watching this on the Nintendo Wii? That don't make sense.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 25.3 seconds.
Oh, yeah, we should kind of start reaching the point where back tires are starting to give a little bit, meaning I can't send it through the corners as much as I have been. Although, just went, oh god, personal best, sector one. To almost dump it. I'm just trying to maintain as much pace as possible compared to Charles. Yeah, that is kind of strange. I mean, you can live the life of any F1 driver. Who would it be? Ultimately, probably Lewis, just because of how much money he's made. Probably Lewis. Although he is dating Kim Kardashian now, so maybe not. I take that back. No, honestly, I'd say of anybody, Maybe Max. Maybe Max. Calapitos the best, the next best option. I don't know about all that. Charles is starting to catch. Like I said, we're starting to kind of reach that point where, oh god, his tires are definitely the better tire to be on. Watching in VR now? Oh god. There. That was a little wide. That's 100% on me there, chat. I know the car doesn't have the grip to just stick it through here like that. And for whatever reason, I still tried it anyways. $115-inch TV, pretty much. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Timeout. Sorry, chat. Stream looks like it's lagging. Is the stream okay? Stream looks like it's lagging on normal YouTube. YouTube's good? On my end, it looked like it was lagging. Let me see. TikTok's good? Okay. Twitch looks like it's good, too. Short stream looked fine. Yeah, say stream's healthy. Okay. Maybe it's just me. Could have been just me. Alright. Never mind. Never mind. Sorry. Give me a second. Ugh. I'm a thirsty boy. Alright. Well, shit. If the stream's good, the stream's good. Sorry, 1 second. The stream is good, and the stream is good. Alright. Sorry. We're here.
No need to
Yeah,
worry
I'm definitely
about
losing a
the
little bit of time
condition for
behind.
now. Everything's
I'm
looking good.
matching Max's times, which is like both good and bad. But I'm losing time behind. Maybe if he catches us before we pit, which it looks like he definitely will. Maybe we could actually try to defend a little bit. Hopefully. break his wing. No, we're not trying to. No plan C's. We're not trying to do anything intentional. At least not dirty, anyways. We want to try to keep it clean. Actually took out a little bit of time for Max that lap. That was too early on the break. That was terrible. Wide. Alright, we're good. I definitely thought I was getting called for track limits. Stop drifting? But I don't wanna. I wanna drift.
Okay, clear.
I wanna drift.
The car behind's gaining on you by 0.5 a lap.
Yeah, I lost a lot of time that lap. That was terrible. That was a bad lap. That was a bad lap. Let's clean it up. Too much time staring at chat. That's better. Castle Leclerc failure. It's only happened once this entire season. Actually, no, he didn't even have a failure. He's only had one DNF this entire season, and it wasn't even a mechanical failure. In my opinion, it was more of a bug than anything else. I went deep. He's catching. Break there. Alright. He's within the second. He'll have DRS. Max is coming in the pits now. Did you realize there's no DRS on this track? Yeah, there is. It's just on the main straight here and then the next one.
Okay, the apex is in the pits. Gap to your teammate behind, 34.
Alright, we went defensive,
0.4
which
seconds.
then made Charles not really know what to do there. So, we'll take that. We'll take that.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on the softs.
Yeah, Max came back out on the hards. Now, good news is, I think we'll have the pace kind of get back up through the field, and I think Max is going to have the better pace to catch Charles and hopefully overtake him before the end of the race. Meaning, I don't think Charles is going to win this one. But will we have the pace to catch back up to Charles on the softs? Can the softs last long enough? That's really our question right now. Hello, Antonio. Historically speaking, the soft tire has just never really been too kind to me in this game. We'll kind of see what happens. Go defensive again. Real heavy on the brake. Put at 51 if they last that long. I think it's actually what we have set up. Dude, it might be lap 50. Is when we're pitting again. Might be somewhere in there. It's actually kind of working out kind of nice. We're like backing up Charles into Max. I could pull like the ultimate sabotage, or at least try to, and try to back both of them up into Oscar.
Okay, we're boxing
Oh, I guess we're
this
boxing
lap.
this lap.
Give us the best in lap you can.
Thanks, mate.
I'm gonna go one more lap. I think I'm gonna go one more lap. No. You know what? No, we'll pick this lap. 20 laps on softs is fairly reasonable. I think we can do it. Look at Leclerc living his best life at McLaren. Good for you, virtual Leclerc, for real. And he won a championship with Ferrari in season 1. Guy's crushing it. This is living life. You know what? We're gonna go one more lap.
Box this lap, please. Box this lap.
That's true, Major. It's so true. Hey, sign. Hello. Oh, I shifted up, but for whatever reason, the car decided not to. That's fun. They're
Okay,
so
no
close
issues
this time.
with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna box this lap. We're gonna box this lap. I've backed Charles up enough at this point. And I want to make sure I give myself enough time to catch back up. Because then at the same token, like, Max is obviously quick. and should be on quicker tires than Charles. So I want to try to give myself somewhat of an opportunity to catch Max as well. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, you're not wrong, Major. You're not wrong. It's like hilarious, but not at the same time. That's a Ferrari fan.
Right, let's go. Come on.
Beautiful.
Perfect job from you and
Beautiful.
the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Beautiful. Get the tires up to 10. Let's see if we can make up like 23 seconds. Thanks, Major. I don't think we got this one in the bag, but I think it's gonna be a good game, though. I think it's gonna be a good game. I'm excited. And I think Drake's gonna actually play really well. I love the air gun noise. That's some nice little AMSR. Okay, ASMR, I suppose. Alright. See if we can close this gap.
The McLaren drivers just completed a pass for the leader of the race.
I'm assuming that's Max passing Charles. The back end got a little loose on me there. Just a tad. Just a tad. I just took off Callie's front wing. Whoops.
Nice move. Good job.
Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. I didn't realize she was still there. Imagine if Charles takes out Max by accident. Imagine, though. That'd actually be wild. No, I think Max is pulled away by quite a bit. But again, our goal right now is somehow try to catch Charles and overtake him by the end of this. Safety car? Safety car for Hulkenberg being out? Thoughts? That'd be awesome. No. Of course not.
Green flag.
We just gained about 2.5 seconds on Charles, though. All these tires can last. It's really our biggest concern right now. Sorry, Callie. Didn't mean to take off your front wing.
good gap on the car behind by 0.5 a lap.
What do I think is the best, Moza or Fanatec? I think right now Moza. I think what Moza has to offer, just product-wise, and their software is a bit better compared to Fanatec. I love my Fanatec stuff, don't get me wrong. But, you know, the day that I decide to upgrade all this shit, I'm going with Moza. Just sucks that they don't have anything that works on PlayStation. I would love that. Granted, I mean, I play most of my stuff on PC anyways, but it'd be nice to be able to play GC7 on the wheel.
Lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
Even what I currently have doesn't work on PlayStation. F54, I was wrong. How's it going? It's going good. It's going good. We're slowly catching back up to
and gap to the
guys
car
ahead,
in front,
Charles and
11.8 seconds.
Oscar. I should have, man, maybe I should have stayed out on the mediums just that little bit longer just to try to back Charles up into Oscar, but that's all right. I just gotta hope that these tires can last me to the end to be able to hopefully catch Charles. I mean, we've already taken, what, 6 seconds out of him in 2 laps, chat? So, I mean, we're getting there. Just need him in the last. We're really quick in the last sector. For now. That don't help. No, I did it again. I keep doing that. Yeah, Flo, I would say it's an accurate statement. Is Max winning? Yeah, Max is currently winning. Max is currently winning. Oh my god. I'm driving too aggressive. I need to slow it down. We got a yellow ahead.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 19.7 seconds.
That's set up, by the way. Thank you. Thank you.
Green flag.
Yeah, I like it. They're already saying Lawson should be worried about Arvid. Really? Interesting.
No tyre concerns at the moment. Just
Oh, everyone
focus
hear
on
you
the
say you
driving.
need to slow down. It's not that I need to slow down. I need to need to dial it back a little bit. I'm pushing too hard. And it's causing me to make mistakes. Like the saying goes, smooth is fast, and Smooth is not what I'm being right now. Thanks, Frankie. I would agree with that. Yeah, I would agree with
Okay,
that.
gap ahead, 8.3
I think it's
seconds.
just, again, it's just the way I approach racing, you know? Slow. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. Unfortunately, I think the tires are starting to kind of go on me, though. We are closing slowly, though. That was close. Maybe in hindsight, like, the better strategy would have been, like, if I wanted to do something a little bit out of the box, start on softs, and then just hards the rest of the way, and just defend like crazy. Because clearly we've shown that we can defend really well in this race, but we lost the back end. But it ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. And at the end of the day, it is what it is, I guess. That's the difference right there. You have discipline. I'm not known for that, so mad respect, brother. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Nice, meme. What VR headset do you have? Fucking did it again, dude. I did it again. I keep doing that. But like the weird part is like every time it happens, I don't feel the back end go. It just goes. There it goes again. God damn. MetaQuest 3, nice. They have the same thing. Same headset. Square Watch generally have a bit more than those that don't. Useless knowledge is what I do. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, we're still closing the gap. Just nowhere near as quick. Just nowhere near as quick. Unfortunately, the rear tires they're not gone, but they don't have the same grip that they did. That was poor cut. Super smooth driver, brother. Pilot's calling buttery. Call him buttery driver. Call me a biscuit, because I'm buttery. No, that didn't work. I didn't mean to go down the first there.
Gap to your teammate behind, 25.9 seconds.
Car just kind of understeered there. Kind of weird. Not buttery like a Dodge Viper though. It's more like driving like like a melting stick of butter. That is true. That is true. God, I miss the Viper. Such a cool car. Nope. Oh, deep. Love the Dodge Ram with the SVT in it. Not a big truck guy. Not a big truck guy, not really my thing.
Okay, let's see if we can catch the car ahead. Gap currently
Mark,
5
I'm trying. I'm trying, man. Oh my god, I lost the back end. Yeah, that's it. Tires are gone. Tires are gone. I'm not catching. Who do you think's gonna win the WDC if it's not George? I honestly couldn't give a prediction on the driver championship, or hell, even the constructors, because there's just too many changes happening this year, and everyone is going. You know, everyone's predictions is going solely based off of the whole engine thing that Mercedes were able to figure out. Like, that's what everyone's going based off of, and, like, you really can't base it off of that. So who knows what these cars are going to behave like and everything else until we get to qualifying on you know, race 1. So, yeah, honestly, I don't have any predictions. I think the top teams are still going to be like Red Bull, Mercedes, and McLaren. Not necessarily in that order, but yeah, the tires are gone. Tires are gone. Tires are gone. I'm not catching.
tyre condition, still looking good.
Which is it's hilarious that Mark then comes over the radio saying, yeah, tires are good. Meanwhile, I'm seeing more wear on my back left than I even saw on the medium tire.
Okay, gap to the car ahead.
Just gotta try to bring her home.
5.7 seconds.
Gotta try to bring her home. I'm sliding into every single corner. And tires are really good. Yeah, right? Really? Yeah, oh yeah, tires are looking fine, man. Tires looking fine. Meanwhile, I'm sliding all over the place. Dude, that's nuts. That's a crazy price for that. I mean, I get it, but it's still crazy.
Sorry, guys.
Dude, the back end is kicking out. I think I now understand why I hate this track. The back end slides around a lot, especially when you know, tire wear has become a very prevalent thing, right? The back end kicks out a lot, and I don't feel it. I don't feel it. And that, like, granted, that's not something that's specific to this track. That's something that you feel in every F1 game ever, but this track in particular, I feel like I'm noticing it more than others. Yep, tires are great. No, I mean, that kind of was my fault. I kind of dumped it. You know what I mean? It's not like... Fucking hell. It's not like it was the game or anything like that. At the end of the day, that was me. What difficulty AI? Yeah, it's 105. 105 is what I play on. I just gotta try to focus up and just bring it home. Bring it home.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trading the car ahead by.
Bring her
7.2
home.
seconds.
Liam, get the fuck out of the way. I think hindsight, my strategy should have been soft to start, and then just one stop hards the rest of the way. I think that should have been the strat. Who knows if it really would have been beneficial in any sort of way. But my thought is, like, you know, essentially take the positions and just try to defend as hard as I can. But I mean, realistically, I should be pretty happy with the P4. I mean, we started 8th. This is a track that I tend to struggle at. It just sucks. Like, finishing 2 spots back from Charles is the part that sucks. Like, that's what I don't love in this situation. But, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. I mean, I suppose it's better than Charles winning this race, you know? There's that. There is that. Although, actually, no, this is worse. I take it back. We lose... We lose... Right? Or no, this is better. This is better. Never mind. I'll take it back. Rage trying to pull away. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Garring such a dull track. That it is. That it is. Oh god. Yeah, the tires are gone. Tires are gone. Tires are gone. Their car go kaboom. Yeah, it ain't happening. I would love for it to happen, but it ain't happening. Alright, 2 to go. Bring her home. Oh my god, he parked it in the worst spot. Man, I really wish Austria could get within DRS and make a move on Charles at least, but that's not happening. Not happening. Hungary GP in 2025 is such a snooze fest. Yeah, it's because like there's just no overtaking that happens here. It's always been a boring race. Every so often you get a banger because of like some sort of chaos that happens, but for the most part they're always pretty boring.
Okay,
There's just
mate,
like
the
no
final lap of the
overtaking
race,
opportunities.
final lap.
Even in the game it's like that too. Fairly difficult to overtake. Hopefully the new cars kind of help fix that a little bit, but I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess. Time will tell. Time will tell. Oh, of course Oscar now gets within DRS range. Final lap. He waited till then. But Max goes on to win this race. Chat, you want to know what's crazy? I overfueled my car by 15 laps. By 15 laps, I overfueled my car. And I barely had enough to get to the end here.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 14.4 seconds.
That's insane. That's insane. But anywho, brought her home. P4, I'm happy with that.
Okay,
I'm
pick up
happy with
rubber
that.
and
I'll
bring
take it.
home.
I'll take
Top
it.
one, guys, but still got some points. Thank you for the continued efforts. Super proud of people. So let's keep pushing.
Damn straight, Lewis. Damn straight.
And in the end,
Damn
there
straight.
was no
70 laps of
Verstappen.
just tire wear?
Max
Yeah, for real.
Verstappen.
Really is.
He takes victory.
Oh. Ow.
A great way to turn the situation around. And you know
What does
they
that mean,
say,
though? I don't
it's not
follow
how
about the
you fall off
overfilling.
horse, it's
So,
how you get back on it.
in
And today,
F1,
they've done a great job
obviously you
turning
can't
the page,
refuel your car. Like,
rectifying
you
their
can't,
wrongs.
like, whatever you start the race with, that is the amount of fuel you have for the race, right? Typically,
And it's time for that special
it'll
moment
change
for our
depending on the
special
track, but
three
typically, like,
today.
you don't
The podium
want
awaits our top 3 finishers.
the fuel load to be too heavy.
And for
Like,
those
for
that
example,
have
if it's a
missed the
70 lap race,
anthem, fear not. It's back
you don't
again
want
because Max Verstappen
to
is back
have
on the
80
top
laps
step.
of fuel in your car because it's going to make the car heavier, right? At the same token, you don't want to underfuel it and only have like 65 laps of fuel because then you're going to be working on trying to fuel save like the entire race, right? You want to try to find a happy medium. Now, sub tracks, like, you burn through fuel a little bit more than others, right? So I overfueled the car by 15 laps because there's a bug. Like, there's something
Well, what an
happening
end to
in this
another
game
fantastic
that's
weekend of
causing me
racing.
to burn through
Thanks
fuel
to
like crazy.
everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
I overfueled the car by 15 laps, which should make the car feel super heavy. It honestly doesn't. It really doesn't make a difference. But it should make the car feel super heavy. And, you know, I should understeer a ton to start because of that and everything else like that, right? But, if I didn't overfuel by 15 laps, I wouldn't have had enough fuel to get to the end of the race. Like, if I left the fuel at what they told me to leave it at by default, which I think was like 72 laps of fuel or something like that, I would have been fuel saving from lap 10 onward. It would have been ridiculous. Would have been ridiculous. Yeah, ultimately, the what's happening is, it's not all tracks, but it's most tracks. Ultimately, what's happening is I'm burning through fuel more than I truly should. And on top of that, I'm not really able to fuel save either. Because in the times where I've tried to fuel save and actually did proper fuel save techniques, like heavy lifting and coasting and things like that, it doesn't do anything. So it's, yeah, it's clearly bugged, and it's been an ongoing problem that we've had since Season 2. I don't know if it's just my save, because my save as a whole is kind of bugged. I don't know if it's something actually within the game itself. I don't know if other people are having the issue. I don't know. I have no idea. But it's a problem I'm having. So, but anywho, yeah, P4. The fastest lap, but obviously that means nothing. And yeah, we just lost another 6 points to Charles, unfortunately. Max dominated. 25 seconds ahead of his teammate. Nuts. Yeah, it's weird. Mark should be fired. He isn't helping at all. Yeah, honestly, I don't like Mark. I really don't. But anywho, yeah, so now we're 89 points back. There's still, again, we still got a long way to go. There's still a lot that can happen. So, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. We'll see what happens. We're still P2 in the Constructors as well, by the way. I think ultimately McLaren's going to win that one. And I think by the looks of things, we should be able to get second. It's going to be close with Ferrari, depending on if, like, Pierre can kind of pick his game up. But we'll see. See what happens. Oh, yeah, Crumb. No problem. No problem. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right, chat. I was debating on whether or not I was gonna do a doubleheader, and I said it was gonna depend on how this race went and how I was feeling after that. Yeah, I'm beat. I'm beat after that. I can't do another one. So that is gonna call it there, or that is where we're gonna call it rather. That is where I'm gonna call it. That is where I'm gonna go. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Oh, thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Looks like the stream was pretty okay too. Looks like we didn't really have any issues, which is awesome. Massive W. Massive W there. I'm gonna appreciate that, Desire. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm gonna go do some stuff. We will be back on tomorrow. We're gonna play some LMU again tomorrow, and then we'll do F1 again on Monday. So tomorrow might be a little bit of a later start to the stream. Just throwing it out there, just kind of letting that be known. Potentially, like we might start like around 10 instead of starting as early as we did today. But yeah, we'll see. And like I said, we'll get back into the LMU grind, and hopefully I can finally get good at that game. But we'll see. We'll see. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. You guys are the best, as always. Whether you're watching along on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, YouTube Shorts, I again, genuinely appreciate it. Thank you to the new subscribers, new followers. Yeah. Yeah, as always, man, you guys are the best. You guys are the best. I'm glad the stream was mostly pretty good. I think we finally mostly got it figured out. we'll give it another test tomorrow just to make sure that everything's good. But once again, man, I appreciate y'all. You guys are truly the best, man. We got a nice little community growing, and I'm loving it, man. I really am. I really am. So, much love. Much love. I appreciate it. And as always, chat, stay safe out there. Be kind to one another. Love one another. Adios. Peace out. Take care. Have an awesome day. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Later.